Yeah, bro.
What did we get into? We got into what was the first thing we got into? We got into what
What the fuck were we talking about? We were talking about like goddamn breaking into
breaking into
like
fucking make
robbing
sure.
shit.
Oh
Was
yeah,
that what
yeah.
it was?
Make sure you don't have a fucking witness, so you don't go to fucking jail or prison for murdering somebody at Yellowstone. Uh,
That's right.
what the fuck is up, everybody? Boys and girls, cats and squirrels, and everything in between. It's the motherfucking MOSHCAST. I'm your host, Almighty Sai. And guess what? I'm alone today. I'm alone today. I'm alone today. Ah, okay. I'm not alone today. My fiance's here. That's what you needed? All right. Second episode in the new place, and we're right here, and I'm wearing the same fucking shirt, and I don't have a fucking hat on. Fuck it, oh well. We do have a guest today. I'm gonna get him on the phone, and then we're gonna introduce him. Somebody that I've always wanted to get on the podcast. He's a true ass homie. I love him to death. He is a fucking fan of the MOSHCAST. Man, he kind of helps me out whenever it comes to like what I think I should do with the podcast. He helps me out, gives me pointers, advice, and stuff like that. I met him through Lost Channel, and from there on out, it kind of turned into a friendship. We call each other every once in a while. We talk about music and what we're gonna do in the future, and blah blah blah, all that good shit. So we're going to get him on the phone right now. It's been over 10 minutes. He's probably wondering, like, what the fuck? So we're going to do that. Also, let me know what y'all think about the new setup. I might change the way I do this. I don't know. I don't know if I like this side because the light in the background for the TV. You know how it is. Doing this out of your house fucking is hard. But here we are, and we're doing it today, and we're going to call him right the fuck now. So here we go.
Hello, hello.
Everybody give a round of applause to the one and only motherfucking Wasteland.
The one and only Wasteland.
It's the Wasteland, everybody.
I
Woo!
am driving right now, trying to find a fucking parking spot.
Oh, you're driving or what?
yeah, but that's okay. I can still talk. Don't even worry.
Okay. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Wasteland, 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 Wasteland.
In the motherfucking building. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing great.
Yeah.
What about you? We talked 10 minutes or like I don't know, like 10 or 20 minutes before now, and we didn't know the time difference in America is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So
so you're in Texas right now. I'm in
Right.
California, sort of the San Francisco area, right? So it looks like there's a couple hours difference. So you called me. Yeah.
And it's fucking crazy because we're in America and we're 18 hours away from each other, more or less. And it's over there. It's about almost 12, right?
Yeah, just about.
And over here in Texas, it's about to be 2:00.
Yeah,
And
man.
it's like, what the fuck? Like, this is like, you really don't even know how big America is until like you hit like time zones and shit.
Yeah, dude. Like I've never really ventured out past the Bay Area too much, except for school. That's kind of the only time. Yeah, that's the only time I've been inland. But yeah, I haven't seen any other states. I haven't been out of the country much either.
Oh no
But
shit.
yeah, yeah,
Um, well, because I'm used to like the losses time because like he'll be like, you know, this is the time I'm up, this is the time I'm asleep, and like it's completely opposite where it's like right now it's his evening, you know, it's about to be
yeah,
his dinner time and stuff, and then like so like I've gotten used to his because it's overseas, but like it still baffles me like right now that people in America their time differences are fucking crazy. Like shout out to Park Art. I think she's like 4 hours. I think she's 4 hours behind me. I think or 4 hours ahead of me. I can't really remember, but she
Is East behind? Is that what it is?
I think East is behind,
Yeah.
and then West. Oh, you know what? If yeah, because she's West, so it would be forward. She's 4 hours ahead of me.
Okay.
So that's what's fucking crazy. And then Lurk is a few hours. Maybe I think Lurk may be the same time as me, maybe like an hour or two away. But
Yeah,
Lurk is
yeah.
in fucking Pennsylvania, so I don't know how that fucking
That's up
works.
north, right?
Yeah, that's up north. I don't know how the fuck
Yeah.
that works. Maybe we
Shout
we
out the man Lurk.
yeah for real. Maybe we get the sun at the same time or some shit like that. Some crazy weird shit.
Some shit like that.
Bro, how the fuck you been, bro? Like, how's everything going? How's your month been? How like let's talk a little bit about you right now.
Yeah. The past month, I don't know. I moved from the college town that I was staying in back home for a little bit. That's just gonna be for the summer, so
Right.
that's yeah. So that's a little thing. Fuck. What else? Just just work.
The fucking
It's see, like that's the thing is like now I feel like I'm being put on the spot and like my mind goes blank. You know what I mean? I was
You're like, oh,
yeah,
hold on.
just for the audience. Yeah, just for the audience, I was telling goddamn All Might. I was telling him like I've never been on a podcast or anything. I'm all nervous and excited at the same time. Like, you know. So you gotta bear with me. You just gotta give me a minute, okay? I'll get there.
Nah, you're good, dude. One of the upcoming podcasts that I did, it will probably be before this one. It was with two sex workers, and
Yeah, yeah, you were telling me.
yeah, and it was a great podcast. You know, don't get me wrong, but I was so put out of my element because like I was talking about their stuff, you know, and
Yeah.
I've never been around or I never acknowledged the fact that you know all of their information that they pulled out, and I got like a little like weirded out for a second at the beginning. You can definitely tell at the beginning that I was kind of like out of my element, and I was like, damn. But I like pushed through, and everything was good. But it's just one of those things like this thing is like I don't know, man. I asked the most simplest question, and people are like, "Oh, what the fuck? Let me get my fucking notepad out. I know I wrote this shit down for somewhere."
Yeah, yeah. I feel like see like yeah when you're in like a new situation like that usually I find it comforting when I explain it, you know what I mean? I'm
Right.
like, listen, I'm out of my element, okay, you just gotta give me a second. If I say some stupid shit, it's not because I'm stupid, it's just because this is all new to me.
Right, right, and especially like when we're trying to get real deep into like a lot of shit. A lot of people don't ask the right questions, or they're scared to ask the question that they have. But like when it comes down to like art, when it comes down to like music and your career and stuff like that, if there's a question that's there and you think it's stupid, it probably isn't stupid because they probably wanted to talk about it in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the job that I have now, man, like it's about like I'm a fish aquatic pet store guy. Like that's
Okay.
all I do is like hang out with fish and shit, you know. And
Fuck yeah.
everybody comes in, and they're like, what happens if this happens or what? And obviously, me knowing, I'm like, okay, that's kind of like an off like a weird question, but the people that are there, they don't know shit. So like it's one of those things where it's like, okay, I gotta remember that they're not me, and I'm just the guy that has the information.
That's right. Yeah, you gotta have patience with people if they're
Yes.
not in the same like area of expertise as you and stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah. So fuck everybody that thinks that it's fucking easy to fucking talk to people sometimes. Fuck you. You don't know. You don't fucking
dude,
know.
dude, fuck people, fuck the government, just fuck everybody, man. You
Fuck
know what I mean?
everybody,
Just
dude.
just fuck it all. You know,
Dude, it's fucking Friday. We're gonna fuck everything off, dude. Fuck
we're chilling,
everything
we're doing our
off.
thing.
We're gonna do
Yeah.
our thing. Fucking so you're at like it's summertime, so you're out of school, so you went to go hang out with some fan bam. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah, just like catching up with friends and stuff like that.
Hell
I,
yeah.
I get I get to see my mom. I'm a real mama's boy. I love my mother so much, so I get to see her. I brought like
So is fucking
yeah,
Lurk. You and Lurk would get along, but I mean I know that you talk to Lurk, but Lurk is a mama's boy too.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, bro, who isn't? You got a mother too.
Yeah,
Gotta be.
I'm a
Yeah.
I'm more of a grandma's boy, but she did. So R.I.P.
R.I.P. Yeah. I never I've never really had like the whole extended family type what is it experience.
Oh no shit. You don't
Yeah,
have like her grandma or grandpa and shit. I mean you do, but like you don't like see them.
it's real staticky.
Ah,
It's
indeed,
on both sides. it's
indeed.
really it's really weird. Yeah.
Yeah, on my dad's side it's real staticky. We have when I was living in Friona, I had family members that were from my dad's side that lived in Friona, and we never saw. And Friona is like a really small town of like 1,400 or 14,000 people. Like it was small as fuck. Like literally, I could walk to my friend's house. Clear across the
Oh
town type
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And dude, I had family members in Friona when I was a kid growing up that I never saw, and I was like, "What the fuck? This is weird." And then growing up and maturing, I'm like, "Why the fuck am I not like hanging out with Aunt and fucking Aunt Lisa and shit like that?" It was weird, bro. It still is weird to this day. Like I talk to them every once in a while, but like it was so far distance between growing up and then now being an adult where I'm like I don't know what I should do.
Yeah, you also start getting into the know of like the family the family secrets too. That's
Oh
usually a thing
yeah.
that happens is like as you grow up, you're a kid and you're like, "Oh, why can't we see, auntie whoever or uncle whoever?" And then your parents are just like, like we just don't see them." And then you grow up and they explain like the situation to you and you're like, "Holy fuck. Like this was going on. I was 6 years
Yeah.
old. I was just playing Black Ops 1 with the cousins. I didn't know any of this was going on."
They're like, why can't I hang out with Uncle Rob? And they're like, don't worry about it. And then like you do your own mystery shit, and then you find out that he was a mass murderer. But the reason that he's still
Yeah, some
walking today,
some crazy bullshit.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was
Wild.
he was a mass murderer, but somehow he got away because he only killed people on his boat in the ocean. So the so you really you can't really arrest him because it wasn't off of American land. It was off of his own shit. So like he's still walking, but everybody knows that he's a fucking murderer.
Yeah, yeah. Those are those waters in between territories. Yeah, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah,
Everything else is off limits.
or that or Yellowstone. Apparently, Yellowstone you can do a whole bunch of shit over there and nobody fucking
Are you
cares either.
serious?
Yeah, that's why. Have you watched the show Yellowstone?
No.
So like apparently I never watched it either, but apparently there's a lot of fucking murder in Yellowstone the show. And everybody's like, how the fuck is he killing people? Like how the fuck well apparently in real life, Yellowstone is a national park. But you have to be if you are being tried as a murderer, you have to be tried with your peers. And if somebody gets murdered in Yellowstone, it's so big and so vast. There's no neighbors around. Nobody can determine that a person, murdered that person that you were with. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like
Oh,
yeah,
wow, that's fucked.
yeah. So if you kill somebody at Yellowstone, not saying you should, don't do that. But if you do,
We don't condone that.
yeah, we don't condone that. Make sure you don't bring an extra person with popcorn so they can watch,
Yeah,
so that you can get away with it. Because if, yeah,
there you go.
boom,
Keep a witness.
yeah,
Keep a
yeah,
witness.
keep that witness away and make sure that you're the only one that fucking knows. But that goes with everything. Shout out to fucking, what the fuck, why am I, Tara Reid on how to,
There.
how to rob a fucking house and shit. Have you listened to that song? Do you listen to Tara Reid a lot?
Uh, I heard uh, I heard one song by him one time. Like that's why his name is familiar. But I'm not too I don't know too much about the guy or his music or anything like that.
Oh, bars on bars. Yeah, he did a song. He did a whole ass song about how you should rob the rich and shit. And I live by that. I live by that motto 100%.
Damn.
Um,
Yeah.
fucking
Actually, if you want to know something cool, speaking of being rich, like Wasteland and Tundra Records and stuff like that.
yeah,
I've never like aspired to have anything that I've created become like famous to that extent. You know what I
right,
mean? To
right.
like where you have a whole bunch of money and you don't know what to do with it. But but a big part of me, what I want to do with what I'm doing is make as much fucking money as possible. Like grind to the stone, like hoard all of it,
Yeah,
and then when I have this giant fucking hoard of money, I'm just gonna fucking give it away.
nice.
I'm just gonna start giving it away to people.
You're just gonna give it
I don't
away
give a
to
fuck.
everybody and anybody?
Yeah, bro. Hey, you know what? All Might let me onto his podcast. Here's fucking 50 grand, bro. You know what? Go do some shit. That,
Fuck,
like
dude.
literally, yeah, yeah.
Fuck, dude, that would be
Money's
kind of
the root of
badass.
all evil. I'm just gonna fucking start giving it away. I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck. I'll do it with like a smug grin on my face. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I don't give a fuck about none of this. Here you go.
Yeah, fuck that, dude. That's a badass idea.
Yeah.
Just like going next door and being like, "Hey, you've been my neighbor for a while, so here's 10 grand."
Hey, you were my neighbor while you were, up at 3 in the morning listening to me practice my death metal vocals and stuff like that. Here's 100 grand, man. Take you and your fucking family on vacation. Go for it. You
Fuck,
earned it.
dude. Fuck. That's a crazy fucking flex. Just like just giving random fucks money.
I'll do it out of spite, man.
I'll
Out
just
of spite of capitalism. Like I'll straight up go to like the fucking corner store or something, like have a conversation with the person, be like, hey, you know what? Here's like an extra couple thousand. Here you go.
yeah.
I don't fucking need it.
Hey, I got like just walk like have a weird ass conversation with an old guy, and be like, hey, I know this is weird, but I got this for you, and it's like it's like 5 G's, and you're like, here, I don't need it, and just walk
Yeah.
away.
There you go. Yeah, out of spite. You gotta like be a nice person, but like you gotta do it like I don't give a fuck about this. Like here you go. You know.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's a badass idea, honestly.
Yeah.
One day when we blow the fuck up, we're just gonna be these two guys that fucking just give away money and stuff, and then
Yeah. That's if I reach like like Kanye status or like like super like fucking like what like fucking what do you call it like living in excess
yeah,
or
like mega mansion guy.
yeah like yeah you know what I'm talking
Yeah, 100%. I think everybody does. I mean, even like to this day, where it's like, oh man, you got like you just bought a house, like holy shit, you're fucking rich. Like nah, like dude, the economy is so fucking like so fucked off right now that like even
about.
buying a house is like a weird flex because like you shouldn't have that money, and if you do
Yeah.
have that money, then you're fucking rich. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a weird flex to buy a car right now. It's even weird to it's a weird flex to even like buy a cart of groceries, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like a
Yeah,
cart of
lightweight.
groceries from the store. Like you see that shit and you're like, okay, all right, big ass fucking hot shot, you motherfucker, you got that. You know, it's so fucking out of people's perspective to where it's like, oh, we need a car, we need one. Oh, we need a phone to communicate. We need a job. Oh, but we can't fucking afford our food or gas for the car or fucking bills for the house or anything. It's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, yeah. And like I'm not even gonna pretend like I have any type of answers or anything. I don't know. Maybe I'm not like smart enough to like see through it, but it's just the world we live in, and I'm just trying to navigate through it. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right,
A lot of people are saying that like older people, right? They're saying like our generation is super fucked, and like it's fucked for like a couple different reasons, but like yeah, even me like perceiving all of this, like I'm seeing it like fucking go down the drain, and I'm like I don't know what the fuck to do about it.
right, right. Now this is what we need to do. Waste. We need to fucking. We need to become Robin Hoods.
Gotta become Robin Hood. You know what? It's about that time.
Yeah.
It's about that time. Gotta grab my cape.
Like what's what like this is gonna be a question. I want you to guess. I want you to fucking guess.
Sure.
As good as you can, because I just thought of this question, so I want to see if you're on the same mindset. What place what place is the hardest place to rob?
Are you talking about give me some context? Are you talking about countries, houses, or like what the fuck?
So like it's just places like houses. Like so a house would be an easy
Oh
like a house would be an easiest place to rob. And then a bank would be medium or whatever the fuck. It's just gonna be places around convenience stores, all of them places like they have the money, right? So what
yeah.
would be the hardest place to rob? Do you think?
Um. Fuck. My first instinct is to say a bank.
You think it's a bank?
Yeah, probably. I mean, like, cause they got like a vault and like a safe, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my answer, and it's gonna fucking fuck you up
Go for it.
because we have movies about robbing banks, right?
One more time. Say that again.
We have movies about robbing banks, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And usually, sometimes they get away. I mean, I bet you there's stories about people getting away with robbing banks that I know about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but okay, like if God, fuck, you're right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You actually are right.
Yeah.
Shit.
So I'm gonna give you my
Um.
answer. You ready?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go for it.
This isn't stealing. Like we're not talking about stealing. We're not talking about theft. We're not talking. We're talking about 100% robbing the fuck out of this place. Right? This is
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right. My answer is fucking Walmart, dude.
No. What?
Walmart would probably be the hardest place to rob.
You gotta explain yourself.
Okay. So
Walmart.
yeah. So like I said, I'm not talking about theft. I'm not talking about stealing. You can go. I'm not giving you if you get fucking arrested for stealing at Walmart. Do not fucking say Cy told me to. But I will say if you've ever stolen from Walmart, you know how easy that shit is. What is not easy though is getting the money from Walmart. And I don't think there has ever been a story. I don't think there's ever been a fucking movie about a person robbing a Walmart for their money.
I mean, like, unless it's like Florida and like the dude's cracked out or
You
something.
know what? I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look up Walmart robbery
Yeah.
because that was my like. I was like, first of all, you have to go into Walmart, and then second, you have to pick maybe a cashier or where they put their money, and by that time, you're already in the middle of that building. So like, and you have like 15, 20 fucking workers already in the front. You know,
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. I see your reasoning now.
Walmart robbery.
Walmart
Um,
robbery. Well,
Ooh,
I mean,
suspect at large after bank robbery inside Walmart. I was gonna say that too. There's a fucking bank in Walmart. There's usually a bank in a Walmart.
oh, like the Western
Yeah, the
Union or some
Western
bullshit.
Unions and shit.
They don't keep a whole lot of. Well, I mean, I don't know how much cash they would keep on hand, but I don't know how lucrative that would be.
Oh, they have to. They have to. They would probably have to hold the a lot compared. I mean,
Oh,
dude.
also, what the fuck did this podcast turn into? We're talking about murdering people in Yellowstone. We're talking about robbing fucking Walmart. Like, what's the best strategy to? Man, what the fuck?
Dude,
What
honestly,
the hell did this turn into?
like on some real shit. Like yesterday, I did the podcast, and like yesterday, I was on some like I'm not like I was on some depressed shit, bro. Like I was like I'm not down to do this. I don't want to do anything. I went to work and I was like fuck all this, and I was like fucking like down and out. And you know what?
Yeah,
You know what kept me going? Honestly, I was like, I'm gonna talk to Wasteland like tomorrow. Tomorrow. So that's
hey,
why I'm gonna be doing this shit. Like, and I
fuck
knew that we
yeah.
were gonna talk about some crazy stuff. I was like,
Hey, run that shit up, Chase.
Come take a step aside, you wanna see the devil up and I look me in my eyes, shit I can't tell you how I'm still alive. My body, soul and mind, I testify, you better pick a side. I sacrifice my life to live forever, cause we all gon' die. Shit, you and I, we would make an awful lovely suicide. I can't decide when me and you both gon' see the other side. I made amends, some of us won't never make it to the end. And even when I'm gone, I still live on whispering in the wind. I got a dark side of naked lies that you can't comprehend. Find myself distancing, cutting ties cause they can't understand. I'm carrying this burden on my chest and make it hard to stand. And I can feel the burning when I rest cause I know I've been damned. And I'm a slave to all my pleasures, guess I live my life a sin. I'm going through possession, I had one hell of a night again. Shit, I can't stop from sweating, I can feel them controlling my hands. One part of the plan, doing whatever the devil demands. Lucifer been stalking me at night cause I've been trying to pray. So I just keep on tossing, turning, trying not to see his face. I hear them voices talk to me, at times they got too much to say. So if I choose to listen to them, I might take my life away. Come take a step aside, you wanna see the devil up and I look me in my eyes, shit I can't tell you how I'm still alive. My body, soul and mind, I testify, you better pick a side. I sacrifice my life to live forever cause we all gon' die. Shit, you and I, we would make an awful lovely suicide. I can't decide when me and you both gon' see the other side. I made amends, some of us won't never make it to the end. And even when I'm gone, I still live on whispering in the wind. Tell me how
we'll get into the music here in a second. We'll get into like Wasteland's life here in a second. But like, whenever you and me get on the phone, it's usually about some crazy shit. And I was like, I'm kind of excited to see where this conversation goes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So for the audience, actually, yeah, me and All Might do talk like, off screen and stuff like that. We do get into it.
Yeah.
We get into deep stuff.
Dude, there was that night. It was you, me, and 21, B21 or whatever, and we like talked for like literally 5 hours, just like on the phone.
We were on for a while,
and we were just talking about like politics and everything, and I don't know. It's a breath of fresh air knowing that there's people that are in the same little group as you, and we don't have to talk about like beats and like prices on fucking equipment and like tour like gigs and music and shit. Like, I mean, I'm all for it 100% all the time. I love that shit, and that's my fucking career. But at the same time, it takes away the perspective of like, man, like we're all human beings, and you gotta stop and breathe for a second and talk about
Yeah.
your favorite fucking movie every once in a while, or fucking you know what I'm saying, like a favorite book, or just talk about something random like how your day was or what work or whatever.
Yeah, you got to have like the downtime in between it too. That's really important. It helps with burnout too.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Because if I feel like if you continuously 100% go for your career and stuff, like yeah, you'll get there. But by the time you get there, you're gonna be like, I don't fucking want to do this shit no more. Like, what the fuck? You're so burnt
Yeah.
out doing all of that shit, and that's all you fucking talk about, and that's all you fucking think. I mean, yeah, dude, I talk and think about that shit all the fucking time, but it's not the only thing that I think and talk about. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm over here talking about robbing WalMarts. I mean, that's what I'm doing right now.
Man, this is gonna get age restricted in a heartbeat.
Oh, bro, all of my fucking podcasts are age restricted. I'm,
Are you serious?
yeah, dude, they're age restricted. I know 100% they demonetize. Oh, dude, YouTube is just a place where I post my shit. Other than that,
Yeah.
if they don't fucking tear me down, the only things that I've gotten on YouTube was copyright claims, which obviously I knew that stuff was bound to happen. But the only thing that I've gotten from YouTube is copyright claims, demonetization, and age restriction.
Yeah. The Holy Trinity.
The Holy Trinity of the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost is that it's those three things. But I still get my views and stuff, and I still get my followers. They're all organic and everything, and everybody that does follow me on YouTube for the MOSHCAST with Almighty Sai, I usually know about it. So every time I get a follow, I'm like, hell yeah, they actually did do that shit, and I appreciate it. Which, by the way, 9mm, I'm calling you the fuck out. This year, bro, we're gonna do a fucking test because me, and my producer, 9mm Beats, we're head to head on followers on YouTube.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we're head to head. So by the end of the year, we gotta make a bet. I'm gonna text them. By the end of the year, if I get more followers than you, then you gotta fucking shave your head or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Oh goddamn! 9mm better watch out.
Yeah, 9mm better watch the fuck out, dude. I'm coming for your head.
I've heard some of dude's beats. Not recently, but I know that you put me onto him, so like I followed him on Instagram and all that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think I listened to one. I can't remember which one, but like the dude's talented.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm assuming it's a dude.
Yeah, he's got some badass fucking beats, bro, and they're all organic and stuff. And he'll post like a whole album for like a month, real quick, and then he'll bounce out for a little bit, work on his shit, and then he'll come right back with some more. Dude there's so many it's crazy because like I'll find like guys that make beats on YouTube and stuff, and I'm like, oh, it's only like a small little catalog. It's only like maybe like 20 or so songs, like the beats or whatever.
Yeah.
9mm's got a fucking dictionary of fucking beats, bro, on fucking YouTube, like all the way from the beginning, and you're not even getting into like his fucking side hustle, which is 9 Rows, because 9 Rows is another fucking place that he drops beats. Like he has, I'm gonna go on the limb and say probably 500 to 600 beats on YouTube.
Oh hell yeah!
Like you,
damn on YouTube, so probably like double in the vault.
Yeah, double in the vault, and he has a whole website that you can go and fucking buy his beats from and everything too. So like he has a plethora. Like it's nonstop with him.
Hell yeah! You know what? I'll go out on a limb and say I might buy something from him.
Oh shit!
Little Wasteland 9mm collab. You know what I'm saying?
Oh dude, that should be fucking sick, bro. That would be fucking sick. Which, by the way,
9mm, what up, bro?
Yeah, 9mm. You got
what
Wasteland
up?
Looking at you, bro. What up?
Now we're both calling you out.
Dude, speaking of fucking calling out, bro, like it's kind of badass because we talked about, I was like, how do you want to be shown on my thumbnail? How do you want to be shown on the podcast so people kind of get a glimpse of like who you are and you're like, I got something. I was like, because obviously nobody knows what you look like. Am I correct?
So a couple people know what I look like. Yeah, like it's not like a big secret. You know what I mean?
Right.
I guess like it's not something I put a whole lot of thought into. It was more just like I don't normally take pictures of myself or like
Right.
post about me or anything like that. So when I originally started, it was just kind of like I don't need to, so like I don't have to.
Right.
And then now it's kind of like, oh, people like kind of want me to play shows, or people want me to like, you know, or like I got to figure out like music videos and stuff like that. And then now it's kind of like expanding into the territory where it's like, okay, like the whole thing is like, oh, Wasteland is, you know, masked and like, you know, nobody knows what he looks like. People absolutely have seen my face, like, you know, clearly, you know what I mean? Like I'm walking down the street, I'm not going to be wearing a mask, but yeah, like I would say people out of state or out of country, yeah, they don't know what I look like.
Right, 100%. And you sent me those pictures, and I'm like, nah, these are fucking dope. Like, no, like they'll know that you're a human being, but they won't know what the fuck your face looks like. And I'm like, hell yeah, that shit's fucking sick. And
I'm actually not a human. I'm like a cybernetic endoskeleton, you know, with fake looking flesh. You know, I'm actually a robot.
Yeah, you're what is that? You're like the Resident Evil, like that little girl, like she's like that meta, like she's that big ass computer or whatever. Like she was made as a computer, and then she grew up, and then like she has like her clone sisters or whatever.
Fuck, I've never played Resident Evil.
Oh, it's a movie too. I guess you never watched the movie either.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not a big movie guy either.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, like, yeah, she's like a huge ass fucking meta computer. That's what you are. But you created your human form as an exoskeleton. So not only are you meta as fuck, you're also reality struck. And now, like, you have best of both worlds to where you can be human, but also still be in the metaverse.
Yeah, there you go. You watched Naruto before?
Dude, honestly, I was making fun of you because you didn't watch fucking Resident Evil, and I'm over here not watching Naruto at all.
yeah, you can get into it. It's pretty cool. But anyways, there's this one like group of like evil guys, right? They're the Akatsuki. Like the group is called the Akatsuki, and one of them, his name is Sasori. Okay. He's I mean, spoilers. He's a dude inside of a puppet.
Oh no shit.
So like that's me, yeah. So like they got like little like chakra goddamn like threads that come out of their fingers, and it's like ventriloquism or like, you know what I'm talking about? Like they move the puppet around, except he's inside the puppet. So that's me. I'm just the dude inside of the puppet that is perceived as Wasteland.
Or we can go into more anime and be like you're the kid on Full Metal Alchemist.
Fuck! Yeah, the little brother, right?
Yeah, the little brother.
I haven't watched Full Metal Alchemist at all, but I know a little bit about it. Listen, man, I'm taking L's. I don't know what to say.
No, I will say though, the only full anime that I have watched and is continuously watching is One Piece.
Okay.
That's and I watch a lot of anime movies. So like Vampire Hunter D, Devilman, you know, all the Afro Samurai. Like I watch anime movies, but I don't watch a whole bunch of anime series.
Okay. One Piece is respectable, yeah.
Yeah, One Piece is fucking crazy, and it's long as fuck, and.
Drink's supposed to stay at the bottom of the soda, bro. Niggas up trying to get some cheese. Put my take to a nigga ass and make a strip to his BBD. Nigga, where the dope at? 20 on the dope sack. Where the dope at? Where the dope at? Nigga, where the dope at?
new bitch with me, she 650. Cause that's another half a pint when she leave me to my demise. Dirty dancing under heaven, ain't no blessings, just disguises. Keep surrounding me, I'm trying to drown in peace, show me the light. Can't be down with me unless you down to relinquish your life. DSAA, the zombies walking with the Antichrist. Hidden candles on the table, come and be a sacrifice. Toss your body in the river, walk you to the afterlife. Flaming corpse, my candlelight, I sail the ship throughout the night. The river sticks are in the ditch, I'm down for either, you decide. Buddy, we ruthless, see how big you bark when you get euthanized. Acting goofy gon' cause you and all your groupies true enlightenment. Instead of heaven, you gon' see the proof of the Leviathan. What was that, you quiet bitch? Smart to spare your life, you get to go home to your wife and kids. Oops, I slit your throat, the lunatic playing with knives again. He won't get to try again, oh. Mr. Medium exorcism, possessing your television. Cody Hayes impaired my vision. Tunnel dwelling, hella prison. Twist the soul and don't let go. Ho, come and get this devil pimpin'. Question marks around my past, my body bag. Got 666 and shit get wicked.
Nigga ass and make a strip to his BBD.
I'm kind of tired of fucking dealing with it, but I'm so far deep into it to the point where I'm like, I can't stop now. Like, I literally can't stop.
Yeah, man, you're like invested in the characters for fucking
Yeah.
400 episodes. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta find out what happens next. Yeah.
Dude, they're still, like, I don't know if you're like, you're real deep into it, but they're still making One Piece.
I've heard of that. Yeah,
Like, to this day.
One Piece. I haven't watched One Piece, but my boy, my boy Jay Portgas,
Yeah.
aka Joro Noah. All right, shout out to the boy. He watches One Piece, and he kind of told me about it. I've watched. I remember one specific thing that either he showed me or he told me about. It was like Zoro when he's like standing there with his arms crossed and he's like bleeding out of his head, and he's like, "I'll take the damage for you," and then like they fucking go in and murder him, and
No
he's supposed
shit.
to die, but he doesn't, so he's just standing there like a badass.
No
I
shit.
remember that.
There's a lot of fucking like great like points to One Piece where it's like always rememberable. There's always parts where like you're like it makes you hit your feels. We can go on forever on One Piece, but this is not a One Piece episode. This is definitely not an anime episode. I get that enough at work. I have a homie that works with me, and he just nonstop talks about fucking anime and shit. And I love the guy, but goddamn. Dude, fucking, let's talk about. So, you were born and raised in the California area, right?
Yeah, Bay Area.
The Bay Area. How was that like? How was that growing up over there?
Do you want me to tell you like kind of about like the city and the area, or do you want to know like more about like my own personal like perspective of it?
Your own personal perspective of it.
Okay. Well, up until I was about I want to say like 5 years old, we were kind of living in like the middle class sort of thing.
Yeah.
My mother and my father got divorced. So like my mom is kind of like at this time, right? She's like middle aged.
Yeah.
And she has to like start over from scratch. So
right.
We were I don't remember this, but I remember like the day of the separation like vividly in my head. I remember where I was sitting in the car. I remember like what I was wearing and like where my sibling was and stuff like that. Yeah, so we were hopping around from like hotels.
Yeah.
This is what was like told to me. I honestly, I've never said any of this out loud before, but like that's okay.
Do you want to? You don't have to if you don't want to, you know?
No, it's okay. But if it sounds like I'm having like a little bit of a hard time talking about it, it's just like it's fine though.
Yeah.
So from what I was told, we were hopping around hotels. We tried going to relatives and stuff like that. My father is kind of like a psychopath, so he would like say things and do stuff, so then our relatives wouldn't help us. Or like family, like family, friends, like whatever. And then we stayed in a studio apartment It was in like kind of like an okay area. It wasn't the greatest, but it definitely wasn't the worst either.
Right, right,
Uh, yeah. So we stayed in a studio. Then we moved into a one bedroom apartment, and then from there, I think I was 12, and then we moved into like another house, like sort of middle class. This place is a little bit more on the rundown side, but like neighborhood is quiet. Like it's not like dangerous.
right,
It's not like the best. It's just quiet. You know what I mean? And
right.
like that's what I like the most about it is it's just quiet. Like nobody bothers each other or anything like that. Like it's totally fine. And yeah, so that's kind of how it was.
So
There wasn't a whole lot of like gang violence or anything like that. There was definitely a couple like groups here and there.
right,
You know what I
right,
mean? Like in the area, but my neighborhood specifically is like on the older, like it's older. So I live in Fremont.
right,
That's the name of the city.
right.
So it's like old Fremont. There's like new Fremont, and then there's old Fremont.
Definitely. And from so apparently so from 5 till how long did that like go on until?
What do you mean?
So like the story that you just said, like from 5 years
Yeah.
old all the way up till when?
Up until now.
Oh, so this is like ongoing forever.
Like what do you mean ongoing?
So so you
Like the
said
divorce stuff or like moving around?
yeah, like the moving around stuff. Like you said that
Oh,
you all this happened in the studio and then the one bedroom and then how long was that spanned
yeah.
of?
So we finally settled down in this new house. I would say when I was in sixth grade, so probably 12 years old.
Oh shit! So this is like 9 years of like jumping and moving and making sure that you're safe and making sure your mom's okay and this and you know
Yeah, I'm trying to think. We moved from the studio to a one bedroom, and then from the one bedroom into this neighborhood,
right,
this house in this neighborhood. And then before the studio, yeah, we were jumping around hotels, jumping around relative places or like family friends and stuff like that. I call them relatives, but
right,
uh, and then I remember one family friend referred us to like this old lady, and like she was kind of like not fully there, but she had a room for us,
right,
and we stayed there. We stayed in that room in her house for a year. I remember that was like a little bit weird, and it was kind of like whatever. But from there, we moved into a studio.
hell yeah,
So
hell yeah,
yeah, I'm trying to think. It wasn't like constant moving around. Like we would stay
right,
like
right,
in a spot for maybe like a year. But when we were like moving hotels and family friends and stuff like that, yeah, like
right,
that would be a little bit more like jumpy.
right, definitely. I just wanted to know like how long of a span we were talking about with all of this. So you're talking about 9 years of just like being one place and then 1 year being in another and then you know jumping here and there, whatever. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But so from 12, y'all finally got like a little house to settle in right
Yep.
here at the age of 12. And from there on, have y'all stayed in the same house from there on out?
Yep. Still in the same house.
Okay, hell yeah. So because I want to document Wasteland's fucking growing up like like you're fucking Batman basically. I want to
Yeah.
know. I want to know when Wasteland became who he is today. So from 12 and from 16, like what was going on from 12 to 16 years old? What was that like?
So so if we're gonna like involve like the whole like wasteland backstory, it actually starts before my mother and father got divorced, right? So
Oh shit! No
uh
way.
yeah, so my sibling had a friend over, and they were playing Fur Elise
Yeah,
by like the classical music,
yeah.
and that's my first memory of like music that made me like imagine like have like imagery in my head and like made me feel something.
No shit. How old were you at that time?
I was maybe I was maybe 4 or 5.
Dude,
That
that's
was like
fucking insane.
that's my first memory of music ever. But so from then on up until I was 12, I did not like from from then to 12, I didn't have any like musical equipment. Like obviously, you know what I mean.
Right, right.
Like yeah, like I didn't have a computer, speakers, or like a MIDI keyboard or anything like that. But like in my head, I would like come up with melodies and stuff like that. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Of like violins and like pianos and stuff like that. It was usually like classical type instruments. Usually, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so like I would like come up with like melodies and stuff like that. And in class, in like elementary school, fucking this was like 4th grade, and my desk was like jacked up too high, but like there's like little pins in the side, and like you
Right.
can like adjust the thing, like if you like screw it with a screwdriver.
Yeah.
They had adjusted my desk too high, so I told the teacher, I was like, yo, my desk is too high, like I can't like sit down and like write properly. And they kept telling me all year like, oh, we're gonna fix it, you know, like this, that, and the other. That like they never fixed it, so I had to stand up at this desk in 4th grade. And like while I was standing, like I always had a habit of like banging my pencil against my desk in like a weird like OCD sort of way, like I don't
Right.
know.
Right.
And like I was so like I'd be like coming up with like little beats, like 4th grade, I'd be like tapping on my desk and shit, like
Hell yeah.
thinking of these melodies and like making like the little beat and stuff like that. And this is before I knew what like hip hop was and stuff like that. Like
Right.
I was just doing kid shit, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, 100%. But
And
like
then, yeah.
your mind was already forming like what music was, you know.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
already
you know what I
there
mean?
before like your taste of music began, or like your sense of rhythm was there, or whatever the fuck. It was just already embedded.
Yeah, yeah. It's like developing and stuff like that.
Right.
Like I've heard of like, you know, like around this time I was like I've heard of like Kanye and like T-Pain and like, you know, the early 2000s type rap that was coming out, you know what I mean?
Right.
Fucking goddamn like Far East movement and like some bullshit like that, you know what I mean? Fucking yeah, so like around that time I was like just kind of like I was like musically like creative. Like I was just like kind of expanding my creative muscles that way.
Right.
I first got FL Studio when I was 16, I think. Yeah, like 16, 17. Started making beats. That was super cool. And then it kind of just developed from there.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. You got FL Studio, right?
Yeah.
What age was that?
Around 16.
16. Okay, boom. Right there, 16. You got FL Studio. So this was so we got mini Wasteland growing up, listening to fucking classical music. And then from 12
Yeah.
to 16, it was you're developing your beat skills, your harmonies, or whatever the fuck you want to call that. You're leveling up. You're fucking advancing to what is at 16. You get FL Studio.
Yep.
So how did that come about? Like how did you getting FL Studio? How did that all play out? Did you just say like, "Hey, mom, I want FL Studio"?
No. So, I was actually like around this time. I was also like around some other people. You know, they're not in my life anymore. Like we kind of had a falling out, and you know, like
Right.
that's okay.
Right.
But yeah, so they kind of, I guess you could say they kind of introduced me to the like formal musical production sort of like programs and skills and stuff like that. And then
Right.
you know that piqued my interest. So I got it for myself. I pirated it like any normal 16-year-old would that's broke and doesn't have any money.
Right.
And
100%.
then and then I kind of started learning from there. And then it's slowly like keep in mind I'm still developing my sound. Like nowhere do I think that it's complete or anything like that. But,
fucking doing beat boops on the fucking FL Studio, and you're like, dude, this shit's fucking at 16. Dude, this shit's fucking
Dude,
fire.
yeah.
It's all beep.
Bro,
boop, boop.
everything I made, I thought it was fire. I thought it was like groundbreaking. You know what I mean? Like Like, yeah, that's usually how it is.
Yeah, that's how it is for
Fucking
everybody. But dude, it's funny like thinking back on it, and you're like, dude, like my child mind thought that this was fucking fire as fuck, and now
dude.
being older, you're like, god damn, like that's crazy how like it's almost to the point where it's like cringe, but like it still puts a smile on my face knowing that that's where I was, and now I'm doing what I'm doing here today. You know?
Yeah, yeah, that's the development.
Yeah.
Also, if it seems like I'm like a little bit distracted, I don't know, like fucking some lady and her dog like walked up to my car because like I'm in like the middle of some random ass neighborhood. They're like staring at me. They're like staring at me on the phone like as if I'm fucking like over here trying to rob a house. Look, see, like this is, see, it all fucking comes around full circle. Some like community fucking service truck bullshit with like lights came on and like rolled up next to my car. Like, well, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Dude, let me find out that Wasteland actually fucking gets arrested for like for not actually doing it, but for everybody thinking that he's gonna rob a house right after we got done talking about robbing places.
Jesus Christ! I'm gonna get a lot of bullshit from your audience and from your fans, but I drive a black Prius.
Oh God.
So listen, it's California,
Yeah.
dickhead.
You know,
All
you're right.
It's
You're right.
bound- It's bound
You're
to
right.
happen.
You're right. The Priuses are the godsend right now. Fuck
Yeah.
fuck y'all for getting mad at him because
Fuck
he's
you.
not driving a fucking Tahoe or an Escalade or a fucking
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Listen, dickhead. Point A to point B. All right.
Yeah,
You gotta-
100%.
That's just something you got to deal with.
My fucking car doesn't even get to point A to point B, but I get to point A and point B somehow.
Yeah.
So watch y'all's fucking
you do
self.
What you gotta do.
Yeah, check yourself before you wreck yourself, you motherfuckers.
I'm sorry. I kind of derailed the conversation. What were we talking about?
Shit, no, you're good, dude. You're fucking good. I have a really good memory to where we can get back on track and shit. That's one thing that I like about myself is I will forget. Like if we're talking about some mundane shit, I will fucking forget about it. But if we have a fucking course, if we have a fucking like lane, I usually can convert back to what we were talking about. So don't worry about fucking derailing the thing. It's totally fine. That's what MOSHCAST is derailing shit all the fucking time. Right. It's fucking wild. It's dude. I had to redo the podcast yesterday because I forgot to plug in my camera to my soundboard, and we were in the conversation like for 20-25 minutes. I'm like, oh fuck, I fucked up, dude. Fuck.
Damn, All Might, you fucked up.
I did fuck up hard, but we figured it out, and it was kind of like a warm up, and so like we were just like chilling, so whatever. But
yeah,
going back to the FL Studio shit.
Yeah,
you get it at 16. You're making beats and stuff. Like, I want like when did you start saying this is who I am? I am Wasteland. Did you have like a younger self? Like, did you have a different name other than Wasteland? Did you like are you still figuring out who you are? How is this dynamic working?
Yeah. So actually before, so in high school I hung out with a lot of like the older kids, a lot of like the older seniors and stuff like that.
Right.
And then you know, like I met their friends and stuff like that. So they used to call me Gohan.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So
yeah. So that's where like, you know, Gohan the adult comes from. But Wasteland is actually a lot stupider than that. It's and keep in mind, like Wasteland and Tundra Records, like the coming up with the names, it wasn't something like it didn't start very deep and like stay there. Like it's not like this is the idea and like this is gonna be what it is forever. It's more of like it's more of like, you know, it started as one thing and then like it stayed, like the name stayed that way, but like the meaning behind it and like what it means to me kind of like developed like out there, you know what I mean? Like it's a process. But Wasteland Doctor started as like I'm a big Borderlands fan.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I don't know if you've played that game, but
I know of it. I haven't played it, but I know of it. Yes.
Yeah. So the first person that you talk to in the first game, his name is Dr. Zed.
Yeah.
And for some reason, like, I just thought, he's not even a playable character, but I just thought he was super cool. So, like, he's like the main doctor, like, in the game, and like, he runs the vending machines, and you can buy like health and shields and stuff like that.
Right.
So he's the doctor in the wasteland, so he's the wasteland doctor. So I was just like, hey, I like this
Nice.
character.
Nice.
He's the wasteland doctor. Fucking, I'll just take it.
You're
So.
gonna take that fucking cred away from Zed, dude.
Yeah, I'm a piece of shit like that. What can I say? I'm just like that. But that's how it started.
Hell yeah,
and then,
dude.
Yeah, so like now, I guess people call me Wasteland just because it's easier. It rolls off the tongue better. But
Right.
like when you think of the Wasteland, usually you think of like a desert, right? So like the way that a desert becomes what it is usually it starts out as a forest. Somehow all the trees, like, either get chopped down because of deforestation, or they like fall because of the wind, or like something like that.
Right.
But it takes a long time, right, for the land to become a desert. So like it's through like erosion, right? So like it sucks up all the moisture, and like it just like corrodes away, and then like you're left with fucking nothing. And once it becomes a wasteland, it stays as a wasteland. There's nothing you can do. It's like in the game when you die, and it's like, are you sure you want to continue? It's like 50,000 years for you to like go and click yes. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, once it's a wasteland, it stays as a wasteland, and it slowly grows. It slowly kind of like, you don't notice it, but it's there and it's coming. So
yeah,
that's
it grows more and more into a wasteland, to the point where it's as worse as a wasteland as it was at the beginning.
Yeah, and if you give it enough time, everything becomes the wasteland.
Right.
If you wait like a million years or something, it'll take a while. It'll take a long ass time, but once it's there, it's staying that way.
Yeah, there's no turning back on that shit.
So that's kind of what wasteland is to me now, but in a sense of like, like the money or the exposure or anything like that is like, it might take me a while. It might, it's like the tortoise and the hare, right? It's like very slow, very methodical, but it'll get there, and once it's there, it's staying there.
Right. Hell yeah, that's fucking bars, dude.
That's kind of what it means to me now.
Yeah, for sure. Do you ever look back on your life, as like growing up and stuff, and like seeing all the things that you did and doing all the things that had to be done for y'all to survive? Like, do you sit there and be like, that's part of Wasteland too?
I'd have to think about that, because normally when you ask somebody that, it's usually because they've gone through like hard times and like, bad times, and like, I don't want to sit here and also like try and hype up like, like the bad times. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Like I don't want to be like that, but I think that I think Wasteland is something better.
Ooh,
it's like
bars.
It's like maybe it's like maybe the bad times had something to do with it, you know what I mean? But it's like I want Wasteland to be better than I am.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Right. No, 100%. Definitely. I mean, that clears up. Like, I know it's like I said, dude, at the beginning, questions. It's always the questions that people don't ask. And, that's a really fucking good and a really fucking deep answer to a question that, like, you never fucking got asked before.
Yeah. Bro, I've never explained this to anybody.
Right.
That's why I'm like tripping over myself. I'm like, oh fuck, how do I form words right now? I'm on a damn podcast. Who the fuck invited me to this? Like, how the fuck did I get here?
Dude, you want to know something crazy about my name, Almighty Sai?
Yeah.
Everybody knows. Well, everybody that I talk to, everybody knows what Sai means, which is SIGH, and Sai means sick in the good head. But Sai also has a double meaning. It means a sigh, like an actual physical human sigh, where it's like verbally angry sigh or a sad sigh or a sigh of relief or a sigh of stress, whatever it is, that is ultimately what I'm going to be focused on in the song. So like every song you hear from me, whether it be angry or passionate or whatever, you will internally hear the sigh of whatever that emotion is, you know?
That's fucking dope, dude.
Yeah, which is I'm not that smart, and I don't know how the fuck I figured that out. But
Hell yeah, I like that.
Almighty though is a little bit dumber and a little bit more like I'm being petty as fuck on it, and a lot of people don't know this. Like I'm keeping a grudge. So whenever I started making my name of myself, for some reason, Psy came up first, but I didn't want it to be just Psy. I didn't want it to be just that. At the time, I got kicked out of my church because I played drums since I was 6 years old. I played drums all the way up till 19 years old at that church specifically, and I got kicked out because, quote unquote. You know what? I'm gonna fucking dox their shit because fuck them. Victory Family Worship Center, quote unquote, said that my religious stance wasn't to their standard. Like my belief in God, my belief in Jesus wasn't to the church's Victory Family Worship Center's standard, which is fucking insane to fucking say to a 19-year-old kid, right?
Yeah.
Like God's not gonna get me into fucking heaven because my standard or my belief isn't to your fucking standard. Go fuck yourself, dude. Like that was like the most craziest fucking thing I've ever heard of, right?
Yeah.
So, making my rap name, I put Almighty Psy at the beginning. I put Almighty before Psy because, it's a play on words because my mom was like, why does your name have Almighty? You're not Almighty like God. You're not Almighty like Jesus. Like, you know, it was one of those things where like my fucking parents were like, no, nothing's more Almighty than God himself. And I'm like, yeah, for sure. But also I'm going to be named Almighty because the church that I fucking grew up in, the church that I fucking played blood, sweat, and tears, practiced every fucking day since I was 6 years old, kicked me out because I wasn't as almighty as they were. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
On some bar shit.
Yeah.
So that's where I got my name, and nobody knows that shit either, you know. So I gave you a little tasty taste on what it on some hidden shit.
Interesting. I like that.
Well, I like yours a little bit better because mine feels like I'm just holding on grudges and burning bridges and shit. So
well, I mean, see, but like the thing is like I can like understand it though, like because like that's like a human response that you had. It's like when you do put in like the time and the effort into a thing, and then the powers that be, right? In this case, it's like, you know, like whoever's like in charge of the church and stuff like that. If they tell you like basically what I'm hearing is that you put in like this time and this effort and this energy, and then they said, yeah, but like, you know, like this other little bit, yeah, we don't like that, so everything else doesn't matter.
Right, 100%.
That's crazy.
Like I watched that church grow, dude, to the point where we went through 3 church buildings to where it is at now. Like I was at the church that only had 20 people on Sunday. That's how fucking committed I was to that church. I was 6 years old with my mom and my dad, and we went to this fucking like this ran down fucking church, and it was like, well, we're gonna create this. And then we went to another building, and it grew from there, and it grew. We went to another building, and it grew from there. I watched this shit fucking grow, bro. Like I was like I was a fucking OG at this shit, and some bumfuck decided that he was the fucking boss, and he changed it into what it is today, which is a cesspool of cultism and fucking bigotry. But we're not gonna go there.
Zealotry.
Yeah, fucking adult. Like, dude, you know what's crazy too? I'll fucking post this shit too. So I got suspended for playing drums one time. This is a shit true story. I got suspended for playing drums one time because I shaved my head into a mohawk and dyed it blue. Right?
Oh, dude, that's fucking dope.
Right. I wore black. You know, I listened to rock and roll. They suspended me for these things. They suspended me because my inspiration was fucking Jimmy the Rev from Avenged Sevenfold. Because obviously he's one of the fucking best fucking drummers in the world, and you cannot tell me otherwise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They suspended me for that. But their daughter can get raw fucked by a cop that's married and get pregnant, but nobody fucking said a fucking word.
Hey, yo. Oh, bro.
Dude, I'm serious, bro. They were on some shit, bro. They were on some shit. I was just a kid growing up. I was 12 years old, bro. I was 12 years old, making a way for myself, trying to grow up and become like this Jesus freak that I always wanted to be, and a goth and a fucking metalhead and a fucking musician. And they kicked me off for 3 months because I fucking dyed my hair, but their daughter was getting raw fucked by a married cop and then have a kid out of wedlock. Man, who's going to heaven now, motherfuckers? Who's going to heaven now?
That's also, is that nepotism? Like when you favor, that's like in the workplace though.
Right.
What is this? It's like when you favor your family before anybody else. There's got to be some form of that in the church. Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, pastor's daughter gets raw fucked by cop, but over here.
Also, I don't want you to get in trouble for airing out people's dirty laundry.
Yeah, no, I don't give a fuck. Fuck them. This is my podcast. This is my podcast. This is you. This is me and Waste talking about our shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm airing it all out. I aired out my fucking. Say it again.
So for the audience, if you hear a long ass censored bleep, just know that nothing.
Hey,
we're not talking about anything important.
Hey, but also though, Waste. This is not false. This is not false pretense. This is literally fact. This is what happened. This is fact.
Oh no, yeah.
They can't hide away from that shit, bro. They can't hide away from the fact of what I know, and that's what happened.
I don't doubt the source.
So whatever the fuck, dude. It's literally thank you, Victory Family Worship Center for creating the rapper and dumb fuck that I am today. I appreciate everything that you fucking done for me, and here I am airing out your fucking dirty laundry.
Yeah, I feel like I should be thankful too. They have now indirectly given me an opportunity to show up on a podcast. It all comes around full circle at some point.
Yeah, at some point it comes around full fucking circle, dude. So,
there you go.
Sorry about talking. We're gonna take a little bit of a break. I'm gonna change the battery out. I gotta get a water. We're gonna take a little bit of a break, and we're gonna come right back. Is that all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll be right the fuck back.
Yeah. Scooby-Doo. What it do? Hey. You just ain't fair. Strato. Hey. Trying to accumulate a core falling, kicking the dough in. I've been putting in that lead work to get me a bonus. I'm getting there in mind and spirit, I be rich in a moment. Just a culture Negro, I just sipping Negronis. That's my inner Italian, used to slice the Sicilian. With pretty blue eyes, got me right when I'm feeling it. Hoping that my happiness suffice over millions. They came a long way from eating rice with the chitlins. I'm black and I'm proud. The quiet nigga, but my accents is loud. Used to unpack all my problems off a back of that loud. You trying to hit this jack? We was out your mansion like it's pity pat. I pity the food at Mr. T. Get a sip of that, I heard it through the grapevine. I quit smoking grape sign, but still bear the fruits of my labor. No, I can't waste time.
I'ma keep my flag waving in the air, been the winner since my birth. I'm a star, meant to heat the most, a prophet, a goat. I ain't even trying to boast, they telling me I'm up next. I'm running off of lines and hope. I climb up the mountains and giving up. I'm out of luck and clowning us. My niggas tough, you wasn't seeing us. We on the quest for the bucks, don't gotta question. I'm trusting in all the gang process, power infinite. I keep on running to the bag till I get to it. You niggas may not know my body, but I'm meant for it. Just making tunes till it's time just to trip into my mind on the grind, steady crafting up my penmanship. shit. The storm only gonna pass if you live with it. Battling progression and endeavors with my pigment. I've been overthinking this all, my cup I'm spilling it. Envisioning my life a golden book that never finishes. So G.
Well, alright. Damn the fuck with the kitty litter. Give him the jitters, skipper the flipper. I only rock with one J, and that was Jake Dilla. Probably went past your chrome, barraging past the chrome. Confident the chrome with chromosomes of Einstein. Jesse Whitlock, a pint size. Say bye. No surprise to you and you. Bad news like alternative facts. Shit old, don't you think a meal due by now? Inside the banking account, a fat kid scared of gat and mask. How'd your identity rematch? Pose for a flick a match, then dash. Mass detonation, earth decorated, sucker, cut the ruckus, you son of a. Who won it? Definitely not you. I got booked and came out with novels. Goddamn it, my canvas ain't blank like the rock paper playing caps. You shoot, I shoot, my shot, my fault. ET, I phone home, it is my call to disconnect your neck. Disconnect, resurrect, like a Shrek. I am the hair on your arm, sticking you up, be with a cold case. I need a code of 45 and a cold case. I'm all liquor, my nigga shiver with heaters under their undergarments. Heathers ready to survive at the periodic table to they mathematic who desire a slice of the pie. I rub elbows with Megatron, blue heads off like Megamon, big headed like Megamind, boy. I want a piece of the mind, my temper has rise. I need a Tempur-Pedic, that's fine. Tempted to temporarily clip someone, demonetize, jeopardize, solidify. No zodiac, but inform me if I am a Gemini. It's M-A-R-K-Y. They be like M-A-R-K-Y.
What's that?
What do you gotta buy?
Bigger SD card because I'm planning to get the Sony A7 III. It looks like.
Oh no shit! Is it a camera or something?
Yeah, it's a really good camera. So once I get that, I'm gonna need a bigger SD card because I'm gonna be shooting in 4K.
Dude, you're gonna catch everything in 4K, dude.
Yeah, bro, 4K. 60.
Dude, I caught you in 4K, dude.
4K. Yeah, you're gonna get caught in 4K.
Dude, literally, I'm waiting for the time where we catch everybody in 6K.
Yeah. So funny that you mentioned that. The Sony A7 III, the 4K is literally a 6K image that is downscaled to 4K, and that's why it looks so good.
Oh, what the fuck?
So I'm actually gonna catch you in 6K.
So 6K actually exists.
Yeah, 6K, 8K exists too. I think 12K exists as well.
What the fuck?
I'm dead ass serious. You could probably search it up.
How many Ks exist in this on this earth today?
Give it another 3 years, we're gonna be catching people in fucking 48K or some bullshit. I don't know.
Let's see, 16K.
Yeah, man, some unnecessary nonsense. I don't know why they keep going up.
Whoa, what? A 16K TV? What? Wait, hold on. This is not real.
Yeah.
What comes after?
I don't know about.
Okay, hold on. TVs explain what comes after 4K and 8K resolution. There are 16K crystal LED displays was still a thing. What the fuck? There is a 16K TV.
Yeah, see, like I said, unnecessary bullshit.
That's like literally like what fucking like you can almost touch it.
I mean, like resolution is different from like immersion. I mean, like the VR headsets and stuff like that. I mean, I've never tried it, but people are like going all crazy for VR. I think that's still in 1080.
Dude, honestly, VR is a fucking crazy fucking thing, bro.
It is trippy how people sit in their house like for hours, like laying back with this fucking thing on. It is way too that is way too detached from reality for me. I mean no hate to anybody that uses it, but like I don't think I could. I'm way too busy anyway.
Right, dude. Oh man, I it's getting to the point where like we're just gonna like end up having like holograms for TVs, and it's gonna be like in the middle of your living room, and you're gonna watch it as a 4D model or a 5D model or whatever.
Get a projector that's shaped like R2-D2's head.
Yeah, for real, dude. Honestly, it's gonna be like that, bro. we're gonna be able to smell, taste, and feel all the shit that they did while in that movie. Like, you know, people getting shot, you feel it on your fucking body. Like, oh shit, oh fuck, like immersive movies and shit.
That's fucked.
Dude, you know, speaking of all of this, like how far can 4K go until 4K is like infinity?
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed, like, in commercials, like they'll go from like let's, because I got really mad at soap commercials at Dawn, the Dawn commercials, because you're gonna tell me that every fucking year you're gonna make a new soap that is 4 or 3 times stronger than last year's soap? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Like, bro, how long? How far are we gonna go with this 4 times stronger until, like, you get a bottle of soap and you squirt it out, but by the time it hits the fucking pan, it's already clean. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, you also gotta take into account like let's say, for example, there's like some bacteria on your hands, and then you use like hand sanitizer, right?
Right.
And then like the whole shtick is like 99.9, but that 0.01% or whatever bullshit, right? Like,
right.
The bacteria that's left, it's gonna be immune to that soap or that hand sanitizer, and then when it multiplies, you know what I mean? So I mean, I'm just making guesses out of my ass. I don't know.
You're being you're being the devil's advocate there.
Yeah. Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's called being devil's advocate. Whenever somebody says or explains like a thing, and then you're like, well, what if this? I'm being devil's advocate because I'm going to explain something, and if this happens, then boom, you know.
Yeah.
So like,
are we back on?
Yeah, we've been back on already, bro. I just wanted to see how far. I wanted to see how far you would go until you asked that question. I was kind of testing myself.
All right. Well, I mean, that fuck it. Whatever.
I wanted to pull a fucking prank on you, dude. I think I'm gonna start doing that. I think I'm gonna be like, hey, we're gonna take a break, and then I'm gonna fucking press the record button. Yeah. But also
you absolutely should.
But
wouldn't it be hilarious? Wouldn't it be hilarious if you're like, all right, we're gonna take a break, and I just started being like a complete asshole?
Like, fuck you, dude. I don't know why I'm doing this shit. You're taking forever. What the fuck?
On camera, he's a super nice guy. But off camera, total piece of shit. Yeah, hey, don't want to hang out with him.
Also talking about devil's advocate. So like that would work out, but then it would get to the point where it's like, I didn't ask you. Like, you said you were on break, so whatever we talked about before that, you can't put on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like somebody will say that, or let's be more of a devil's advocate where I do that. I record while somebody's still talking. And I catch something off the fucking thing that like is like so fucking like I wouldn't say secret, but like so fucking like I don't know. I've always wanted to have some type of drama here on podcast. I've always wanted to have some type of like fucking like somebody come up here and like fucking leave, or like we fight. I want that to happen one day.
Bro, you're such a clout chaser.
Dude, I am. I so fucking am.
Yeah.
Dude,
that'd be fucking hilarious.
Having like a big ass fucking guy show up, like Puya or whatever the fuck, or whoever y'all see as an idol, come up here and I start mad shit with them, and then just start fighting on fucking pod because of them. Eminem, like, hey Eminem, you motherfucker, how drained are you from this fucking job? You should fucking retire, you dumb fuck. You know, or some shit like that. You know, Christ. Just like blow.
Well, I mean, if you're really fiending for some beef, I mean, if you got Twitter, we can fake some beef on Twitter.
Dude, no, we gotta talk about that off camera, because we're definitely gonna do that.
Yeah. In the Lost group chat, I'm always making jokes about that. Like, start some fake beef with me, like, somebody.
Dude, honestly, we should really see if Lost. We should see if Lost watches the podcast, and we should see if he will hear what we're saying right now, and then you and me should try to actually start beef on Lost group chat and see if he actually takes it for real, and then makes news about us, you and me, like Almighty Sai and Wasteland have beef to get. Like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be fucking crazy.
I caught you in 6K downscaled, bro. You can't get away with it.
Like, what the fuck? Like, I'll talk some shit on fucking podcasts. I'm like, dude, Waste, like, you were so fucking, like, what the fuck was that? And then we'll just go on for, like, we'll keep on going. We'll keep it going until it fucking ends somewhere. Everybody will actually think that you and me are mad at each other forever.
Yeah, you know, that's just how it is in the music
That's how
industry.
it
You
is.
know what I mean?
That's how Kanye and Kid Cudi are doing it right now.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Kid Cudi used to be popping. I don't know why everybody stopped listening to him.
Dude, I fucking love Kid Cudi. There's no other artist like you know how like they you do those things like if you were stranded on an island, what would you bring? I always think of like if I was stranded on an island, what albums would I listen to like constantly?
Oh yeah.
I would listen. So these are the three people that I would listen to constantly, never ending, always, and it is every single album that they have created. I have listened to and will continue to listen to forever. It will be System of a Down,
Okay.
Mac Miller,
Okay.
and Kid Cudi, 100%.
Okay.
Those three guys, I could take to a stranded island and listen to their albums nonstop until I die.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, not bad.
What about you?
I like. Oh fuck. Oh shit. See, like I don't. Oh damn. I don't even know that many albums, dude. I live under a rock. Okay. Like I don't watch movies or TV shows or. Okay. What is it? I know the acronym for it. It's The Egg by Infant Annihilator.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The Egg. I'd take that album with me. I'd take. Oh shit.
Dude, Infinite Annihilator. That's crazy. Like,
yeah.
that's a wild fucking one, dude.
I think that they're really talented people. Like the lyrics are obviously like way too much, but like I'll listen to them like while I'm working out and stuff like that. It's amazing.
You were the one that I talked to about Infinite Annihilator, and you're like, dude, you should try to get the guitar player to be on.
Oh yeah.
That was a while back.
Absolutely. You should absolutely do an interview like with the drummer or something, or like
Dude,
fucking
that would
the
be
whole
sick.
band.
That would be sick as
Yeah.
fuck. I don't know if I told you about this, but there is some guy. There's somebody. I'm not gonna say it on pod, but there is a guy that is very high up that has responded to my message on Instagram.
Hell yeah.
He has responded. I have responded back, but he has not responded since. But he did say he was down to do so. And I'm fucking excited to hear his response back. It's been about a few months. I know he's very busy. I know he's a big time guy, so I'm not gonna like hold it against him if he never responds to me ever again. But he responded to me, and I was like, "Holy fuck, dude! Like this is big. If this happens, bro, I'll have to tell you about it off camera. But if this actually happens, it might turn MOSHCAST into something else."
Fuck yeah, dude. Hey, here's hoping, man.
Yeah,
here's
for real.
Y'all caught it here first.
Y'all
all
caught
right, MOSHCAST exclusive.
MOSHCAST exclusive.
Right here.
What is it called? Putting it into the universe. Fucking manifesting it. That shit into the universe.
Yeah.
In 42K right now.
42K right now. We are manifesting into the void of the universe, the negative and positive energy of the powers that be.
For real.
Right. I heard it.
Dude, Wasteland, fucking what is your perspective on what is your percentage of how what am I trying to say? It sounded good in my head. What is the likelihood of the Earth being sucked up into a black hole into into another dimension than the end of the world to you?
Like how likely is that to happen?
Yeah, how likely is that to happen compared to the end of the world to you?
Much lower. I think the end of the world, like if you mean the end of the world as in like human civilization,
yeah,
the chances of that happening is like impossibly higher than the Earth being sucked into a black hole. I think.
You think so?
Yeah.
You don't think that maybe we've already been sucked up into a black hole?
It's possible, but okay, all right. Listen, you want to break my mind, okay? Like it's possible. It is possible that we have, but we don't have enough. We're tiny fucking humans, okay?
Yeah.
Like we're not that smart anyway. There's a possibility that black holes don't, absolutely tear everything apart, but
Right.
it looks like it tears everything apart. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that we have not.
Okay. I'm gonna give you some fucking homework to do, Lost, okay? Is that okay with you?
Who, me?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Did I say lost? My
I
bad.
thought you said lost for a second.
I think
Yeah,
no,
go-
I
go
did.
for it.
I think I did say lost. That's my bad. Fucking Lost is talking about me, dude.
What the fuck? All right, you know what? This whole thing went to hell now.
No, it's this is the reason why we actually get mad at each other is because I fucking call you Lost.
Yeah. You call me lost sometimes. I don't know why, but I mean that's okay.
It's actually because I met you. So I have dyslexia, dude. I have dyslexia.
Yeah.
And the reason I call people it's with everybody. I call everybody, like I call Smokey B Swammy sometimes. But this is why, is because I associate you with loss.
It's because like that's how we met.
Yeah, that's how we met. So like my dyslexia, internally inside my mind, it's like, oh, we're talking to Waste, but like if we're talking all fast and shit, it turns into loss because that's how I know where you're from. That's what Swammy and Smokey.
Yeah.
So the other day he got fucking. I knew he got mad at me because I called Smokey Swammy. I was like, oh dude, Swammy, that shit was fucking dope. And he goes, bitch, you call me Swammy? And I was like, oh bro, I'm sorry, my bad. It's Smokey. But it's because like it's with everybody, dude, and it kind of
it's like associations. Yeah, I get it.
associations and shit. But I'm gonna give you some homework, Waste. Is that cool?
Yeah, go for it.
The reason I think that we've already been put into a black hole, into a next dimension, is because of Reba McEntire.
Who's that?
Reba McEntire is a country singer-songwriter. She's a female singer-songwriter. You should just look her up.
Oh, dope. Yeah.
You should see. You should see if you could dig any, get some any dirt on Reba McEntire, and then you can come back to me and be like, why you know what I'm saying? It's just, I believe something happened to Reba McEntire and her whole fucking name and her fucking band and all that shit, and nobody fucking bats an eye about it. But that's the reason I think that we are sucked up into a different dimension, is because of her.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about like I don't know the person, but you're talking about like the Berenstain Bears thing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That type of shit.
I got you.
That type of shit, bro. So that's
Text me the name.
okay. I will. I'll send you that, and I'll send you like one of her best songs.
100%. I listen to everything.
Dude, fucking Reba, she, I've had a mad ass crush on her since I was a kid.
Oh, yeah?
She's one of my hall passes for sure.
One of your hall passes?
Yeah, she's one of my hall passes.
What does that mean?
It means that, like, if you ever, even, like, it's a person that, even if you are married and have, like, 70 kids and, like, have been married for 50 years, like, if you ever meet that person, like, it's on, you know.
God, I've never heard of that. I'll have to use that.
Yeah, for sure. So it's Reba McEntire, Britney Spears, Miley Cyrus. Those are my 3 hall passes.
Okay, all right, not bad.
Yeah,
not bad.
Britney Spears, bro. She's a fucking. When she did Toxic, bro. When she did Toxic, when I was a fucking kid getting ready for school on MTV, my dick was hard.
Fucking took off running.
Yeah, for real. And she knows that she was hot and everything. And you know, I'm all for free Britney. I'm glad you're fucking free, girl. Like, fucking do your shit. But also, you know you're hot.
Free Britney.
You know you're hot.
You know what I mean?
And you know, if you ever end up seeing What's Up to Me or whatever, then you know what's coming to you.
Yeah. I'm trying to think now who my hall passes would be if I was married.
Yeah.
Probably Zendaya.
Oh, nice.
Fucking Doja Cat.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
And fucking, I don't know, some other third option.
Evanescence or some shit.
Yeah, the front singer.
Yeah, Flyleaf
Yeah.
or fucking what was the other one that like she was a punk? She was a Christian artist though. It was Evanescence, Flyleaf, Paramount or Paramore.
Paramore. Oh fuck yeah! I listened to Paramore when I was like fucking yeah. I don't know when. I don't remember when they popped off, but the name sounds familiar.
Right, 100%, dude. Um, dude, you've been doing a lot of stuff, like a lot of things, not just wasteland stuff. You've been doing a lot of other things,
Yeah,
we don't have to.
Tundra.
Yeah, do
Yeah,
you want to get
Tundra
into that?
Records.
Is that okay? Do you want to get into that and everything?
I mean, like we're the whole team is working on a whole bunch of projects. You know what I
Right.
mean? Shout out, Eric Biggs, the lyricist. You know what I mean? Shout out, Joranoa. Excuse me. Jay Portgas. Shout out Rhythmic. He's also Joranoa's. He's one of the homies that I met through him.
Right.
Yeah. Shout out Rhythmic. Shout out Arrhythmic, which is a different guy. He's in Dubai. He was the homie from Canada. He's actually one of the first people that I started making music with as well.
No shit.
Yeah. Shout out that boy every time. God, who else? Shout out to 5250 Productions, IC Sharp, Halim, goddamn, shot by Stino. Amazing videographer, man. Huge respect to everybody in 5250. Shout out to ECG. Me and RFD have been talking about doing a collab, so you know that's in the works. K the Prophet, he's fucking the
K the
homie.
Prophet.
You know what I mean? Me and him have been talking, just shooting the shit. Shout
Yeah.
out Hero the Champ. He's also ECG. Me and him have a song coming up soon, so that's in the works. That's actually finished. I'm just waiting for the release for that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, who else? Shout out everybody in Lost, man. Shout out to Abner. Me and him just made a track, and it sounds super dope. We both did great. The producers for that track did awesome. Yeah, shout out Lost, man. When I first met him, I paid him for a couple of placements for our tracks. He put me in touch with the group chat with everybody, with you too, man.
Right.
So,
Right. 100%, dude.
yeah. Fucking who else? Shout out Ian. I mean, the boy's always doing some
Ian
crazy
Icy.
shit, Yeah, Mr. Icy.
Mr. Icy.
Yeah. Shout out Big O. Also, he's a super talented artist, man. I know that he's down there in Texas with you guys,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He's down here,
Yeah.
next town over, man. He's my fucking homie. I love that guy, bro. We talk
Yeah.
on a daily and shit.
I want to make some music with him too, but I'm just so it feels like I'm constantly swamped with projects, like
I
don't
know, bro.
but-
Yeah, I
Yeah.
fucking feel you, dude. Like, man, like, even with the song that we were trying to get on you and me and stuff, like, we can still definitely do that. But like,
100%.
but dude, like, even at that moment, I was like, fuck, like, there's no way that I can get everything that I was getting done. Dude, we were.
I'm gonna tell you right now too, like you can take as long as you want for that. There is no deadline or obligation for that. You do your thing. When you get around to it, you get around to it. It's all good.
Hell yeah, dude, I appreciate that a lot. And even then, dude, like it still would be an honor to get on a song with Eric Big, the lyricist.
He's dope, man.
Yeah, he's fucking dope as fuck.
He's the first guy I started doing music with.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. He's been there through honestly, Eric Biggs, the lyricist, has had the most the most tracks with me, but also like he's been an influence on my music as well.
Oh no shit.
I feel like me and him, like, we both kind of like influence each other in that way. But yeah, so he's seen the development like from the beginning, even stuff that like hasn't even stuff that's been released and then like I deleted because like it's cringe, right?
Right.
But like, you know what I mean? But yeah, he's been there like, since the jump.
Hell yeah,
Since the
dude.
jump.
That's fucking cool. That white boy over there in fucking Cali, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Bars. Dude, like, it was an honor for you to be on podcast. It was fucking awesome. We can definitely do another one. I mean, there's so much that we could have touched bases on and we didn't, but that's okay because this podcast was fucking fire. What did we get into? We got into what was the first thing we got into? We got into what
the fuck were we talking about? We were talking about like goddamn breaking into
fucking
robbing
make sure
shit?
Make sure you don't have a fucking witness so you don't go to fucking jail or prison for murdering somebody at Yellowstone.
That's right. Make sure
you try to rob the ones that are easy, not Walmart, because Walmart's fucking hard. I aired out my fucking bullshit with a fucking church. We got to fucking know who the real Wasteland was and where it came from and who he is, just like Batman from the beginning all the way up to now. We have so much fucking good shit on this fucking pod. But
I feel like there's a little bit more to like, the Wasteland story. I'm sure like, I'm glossing over, some of the details and stuff like that, but it was a majority of it.
But that right there in terms of next podcast for sure happening so we can get into more of who you are. I appreciate you coming on, dude. It's been a long time coming. A lot of people don't know this. We've been talking about doing a podcast for a while to the point where I was like, I'm down to do it. Wait, I kind of don't want to right now. We were talking about it. It was in and out all the fucking time, and it just
midterms and then finals and then projects. And
so it just wouldn't work out. And then finally, we got some time to do it, and right here in the new fucking MOSHCAST, the Mosh home, dude, the Mosh Fit home. So it'll be in a different area too.
New place, bro.
New place as fuck. So it's exciting times. Wasteland finally fucking on. Thank you for coming, dude. Fucking plug your shit, bro. Plug all your shit. What's going on?
All my shit. YouTube, Wasteland Doctor. You could probably find, if you search up Wasteland XEGZ, honestly, you'll find fucking everything. That's with me and Eric. Fucking TikTok is Wasteland Doc. I don't give a fuck about that platform, so don't even worry about it. Twitter is fake adult Gohan because people steal usernames or like whatever the fuck. I don't know. Goddamn, I'm like missing shit. Instagram, Gohan the Adult, Tundra.records. You can follow Plague Shots, that's plague.shots. You can follow War Elephant. That boy's been doing some stuff too. I think that's it.
Yeah, dude, and if you want to hear fucking Wasteland shit too, on a huge platform, look up the Lost Cipher. We're all on that bitch.
Yeah, we are.
That's the first song we ever done together was as a collective, the whole fucking Lost Cipher, and me, Big O, Abner, you, Lost, all the motherfuckers are on that shit. And so if you want to hear all of us collab together, look up the Lost Cipher. Waste, again, I appreciate you coming on, and hopefully we get to talk again on pod soon. I definitely will be texting you about some bullshit later on. You know that. And you got to get back to me on the Ruby McIntyre shit anyway. So, this is not farewell, but I will talk to you later. All right, bro?
100%. Hey, MOSHCAST forever, baby.
Dude, MOSHCAST forever, dude. MOSHCAST forever. Yeah, I told people at the beginning of the MOSHCAST that like you're like my number one fan.
Fuck yeah. Bro, you gotta support the bros, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
Fuck. Yeah.
100%, bro. All right. I'll talk to you soon, all right?
All right, man. Stay safe.
All right, you too, man. Peace. And there you have it, guys. The one and only Wasteland Doctor in the motherfucking house spiritually. Because, he wasn't really here, but his voice was. And it wasn't on my phone. It was actually a ghost. So you've been talking to a ghost the whole time. Or you've been listening to a ghost the whole time. No, just kidding. That's it. That was it for this week's podcast. And like always, go fuck yourself, guys.